What's going on, guys? Pegasus from the Wise Guys, and we got something special for you today. It's not a current deck profile, but it's a future profile, and I'm going to stop talking.
Absolutely. So I proxied the all ALBAZ structure deck shit in here because it's too good to wait. No. So I apologize for my shitty printer, but you know what they are.
We're going to play your ass when we see
So
it,
this deck is busted, and you'll see why and how good it is, and then the next video.
Is it busted or is it busted?
Busted.
Shout out to T.
It deserves.
Shut the fuck up, asshole.
It's the shit. It's the bee's knees. All right, here we go. So you got to play 3 of. It's a mandatory searcher. Now you could cut this one down to 2. I played at 3 for a specific tech card that I'm running in here, but he is just really strong. If you sent to the graveyard or banished by card effect, add a Despia monster from your deck to your hand. So I want to try and resolve that as many times as possible. Other guy, use your searcher. When normal summoned or special summoned, you can add a branded spell or trap from your deck to your hand. Alrighty. 2 Dramaturgs, your whip.
Dramaturg.
Yep, Dramaturg, that's your whip. If he's used as fusion material from your hand or from the field, and he goes to the grave, or if he's banished and it's used for fusion material, you can special summon him back. And then if your opponent special summon, or not, if a monster from the extra deck is special summoned, you can negate any monster on the field with him. And then 1 Nene. One Ad Libium, he's just really good. When he's used as fusion material, you can target 1 Despia in your graveyard or in your banish zone, or 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster in your graveyard or in your banish zone, special summon it. And then his other effect on the field is that you can make all the monsters gain their times 100 their level attack until the end of your opponent's turn.
Just real quick. Now watch me whip. Now watch me Nene. All right.
How we do it? No. Right. So, and then that's it for your Despia lineups. We are rocking that Dogmatica package just because it's a great follow-up to this and it doesn't hinder it. So we're playing the 1 Ecclesia, the 1 Fleur, the 1 Max. We all know what they do. What makes everything good, Fallen ALBAZ, 2 is the minimum I think you should play. 3 is okay, but 2 is a perfect sweet spot. So Super Poly on legs. Allows you to just use your opponent's monsters, but because of the new branded spells and traps, you need him. So I've been playing this
Why do you
card.
feel 2 is correct?
Just because if you open up with them and you open up with the new field spell, you have to send it from your deck. So if you don't have one in your deck, you can't use it. So
That makes sense.
the first proxy that comes up is the Spriggans Kit. So this card is if this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a branded spell and trap from your graveyard, face up in your banish zone, or from your deck to your hand. And then you can special summon this monster from your hand if there's a monster that lists Fallen ALBAZ as fusion material on your field or in your graveyard. So he just comes out. He's busted. He's dark. He fixed the stuff. You can also search him with the other spell card.
Brigaders are Earth type.
So we play 1 beast. That's all you need. You play the 1 beast. If you want to go in the window, you can just go branded fusion, send beast and Fallen ALBAZ, make the new guy. He'll be Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 beast, draw a card, and then you discarded the 1, and then you shuffle him and Fallen ALBAZ back in and you make window.
So you actually feel like you have to play beast for that? Or?
I do it just to get advantage. You never know what you need to go into, what will stop your opponent. Also, not to mention, going with the branded opening and sending this, you get a free draw and a special summon. So it's just, and it's also extra material for your schism. So, 1 Dark Magician. Yeah, that's all you need for the Dark Magician package. No more Red Eyes Fusion, no more Red Eyes Dark Dragon, none of that stuff. All you need is him, and I'll show you in the combo what I mean.
I just want to read the effect of Dark Magician.
Yeah,
He's the ultimate wizard in terms of attacking the things. All right,
absolutely.
let's continue.
Yeah, that's all you need for your Dragoon package. I know there's other ways you can make them, but if you're gonna make Dragoon, why not make them where you could at least get 1 pop out of it? Then hand traps, 2 nibs, lights. They fixed the build because all the Despia monsters say 1 lighter, 1 dark. Same thing with Fallen ALBAZ, 1 lighter, 1 dark. 2 Veilers. Veiler nib is nasty.
I've heard.
So, but yeah, same thing. Fits the build. It's another great hand trap. And then I call them hand traps, but they're really not. But they're great. 2 Dark Kaijus, just because we rock the super polys, and again, they require 1 light or 1 dark. This clears anything. So hey, have fun. And that's it for your monsters. Now, for my crappy proxies, Again, I have a horrible printer, but
This card is.
so this is the new
insane.
card. This is your branded fusion. This is Shadal Fusion with no restrictions.
It is
It's-
the
it's-
best fusion card.
It is.
in the
You
world.
can search it with a Lubert.
No, it's-
You can search it with the Spriggans Kit.
Fusion card.
So this card states you activate it. The turn you activate, you cannot. You can't. You're locked into fusion monsters the whole turn. So if you already special summon something else other than a fusion monster, you can't use it. But you can fusion summon one Fallen Albaz fusion monster from your extra deck by sending materials from your deck. So you'll send Fallen Albaz whatever, and then there you go. It's strong.
And it's a turn 0 card
Yeah,
too. I
it
noticed that like that's the new wave of fusion spells. Can it go on turn 0?
And that's how you can make Dragoon. You send this, so you activate this, send Fallen Albaz, send Dark Magician, activate his effect, discard, shuffle back in Fallen Albaz, Dark Magician, make Dragoon. And now you have your negate. So if you want to, if you know you're going to go over 5 summons, you don't have to worry about nib. 3 branded in red, still great. Ultimate fusion card. You can set it during the end phase, so you can use it. You can pretty much make every fusion monster in your extra deck with it. It's great. 2 branded openings. Doesn't send for cost, so you activate this, discard a card, and then special summon or add to your hand a Despia monster in defense position if you decide to special summon it, which is how you're able to trigger all the effects because they're sent for cost or as a card effect. And then also instead of effect, if fusion monsters or monsters were to be destroyed by a card effect, you could banish this instead. And then 2 of the field spells, you don't need to play 3. It's searchable, so there's no point. And then the new Shadal the new meltdown for this, which is basically meltdown. It's disgusting. So it's a continuous spell.
It literally says the activation.
Pretty much. So it's just like meltdown. Your opponent cannot negate the activations or the effects that include the effect of fusion summoning. And then they also cannot respond when a fusion monster is fusion summoned that way, so they can't respond. So it's just like meltdown.
So you feel meltdown's gonna get hit
Possibly. But the other thing about it is that if you fusion summon a monster that lists Fallen Albaz as material, you can add a Fallen Albaz or a monster that lists Fallen Albaz in its text from your deck. So that's how you're able to add Spriggans Kit. So the combo I'll show you is just nasty. 3 Nadirs, it will get hit. 100%.
Like-
Maybe not this ban list, but the next ban list, it's gonna get hit.
I think it might get hit on this one.
2 Super Polys, busted, can't respond.
Period.
1 call by, 2 Allures. So the reason why I'm playing Allures, I was playing triple tactical talents, but in this deck, I really don't want to wait for you to do something to me. Opening up with Tragedy in this is disgusting. You activate this, draw 2, banish Tragedy. Cool. Tragedy's effect, add a Lubert. So, yeah.
So it's like going through your deck for free.
Yep.
I got you.
And then 1 Foolish Burial because it triggers Tragedy, triggers also Beast. So, and then for your traps, 1 Schism, 1 Punishment.
Nice. So like more than 40.
This is 44, I believe. So, and you could cut it down to 43. I had it at 43, but I decided to add some more stuff to it. So we're good. Extra deck is where all the magic happens. 1 App Cologne, 1 Construct, 1 Window. That's your basic package for your schisms. Nothing more needs said. 2 Masquerade Dragons, being able to burn your opponent. Again, getting 2 out is busted. Pay 600. It's a cost to your opponent. So if they don't have the life points to pay, they can't activate cards or effects. And then quick effect, if your opponent controls a monster from the extra deck on the field, you can special summon it back.
And a ritual. I
Or
get
ritual.
irritated
Yeah,
that it
or
says
ritual.
ritual for no reason though.
So it's just pretty cool.
Fuck you, Judge.
1 Cortez, just to make all your opponent's monsters go to 0s. He has a floating effect of if he leaves the field by your opponent, period, you can special summon a Fallen Albaz or a Despia monster. So, and then 1 Proskineon, busted. So it requires 1 Despia, 1 light, and 1 dark monster. When he hits the field, quick effect, you can target 1 monster in your opponent's extra deck that was special summon, or 1 monster that was special summon from the extra deck in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, or special summon it to your field, and you can do whatever you want with it. You can use its effects, you can attack with it, whatever. It's yours forever. And then that's it for your Despia quote-unquote fusion monsters. ALBAZ fusion monsters, 1 Titan Clad. We already know he
Yeah,
does.
wait, he actually is a fusion
Yeah,
monster. I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah. He requires one fallen Albaz and one monster with 2,500 or more attack. And then he gains, if you made him, he gains the attack based on the levels of the the materials used. So he'll go up. And then his graveyard effect, you can special summon a fallen Albaz or a dogmatic monster from your deck or add it to your hand on end phase. One Albion. I like this card. So it requires one fallen Albaz, one light. And I've used it in my Dragon Link builds, and then you just banish materials to fusion summon again a level 8 or lower. But his other effect in the grave, if he's sent to the graveyard, you can add a branded spell or trap or set a branded spell and trap from your deck to your hand. And with them being quick plays, you have it for next turn out immediately.
Right.
The two new guys. They changed his name, but this is Rebellion. It's actually Lubellion is the new name of it, which is stupid. But he requires one Fallen Albaz and one Dark Monster. And then his effect is, if he's Fusion Summoned, you can discard a card and then shuffle materials to Fusion Summon a level 8 or higher Fusion Monster back from your graveyard, face up on your field, or in your banished zone. You can shuffle it all back in. And so you go branded Fusion, make him, shuffle back in Dark Magician, Fallen Albaz, you make the Dragoon second summon. One of the other new ones, he requires Fallen Albaz and one Synchro XZ's Link or what's the other extra deck? Anyways. Or Fusion, sorry. Or Fusion. He requires Fallen Albaz and that. He's dark, he's a worm, which is funny. But his effect is, quick effect, send for cost. One fusion monster that lists Fallen Albaz as material, banish one monster your opponent controls, non-targeting, non-destroying, which is great. And it sends for cost, so you can literally send Albion and then or Titanclad and then cool. And if they negate it, cool on end phase, you get to use their effects. So
Regardless, you're gonna get some kind of plus.
and then you just shuffle them back in with this and do it all over again. One Dragoon, because he's good.
Oh, the Dark Magician.
Yeah. You send the one Dark Magician, shuffle it back in, and just go full combo with a protection. And then the one new guy that comes out, I believe in Battles of Chaos, I'm using him because Branded in Red can make this guy. He's busted, which is Guardian Chimera. So this guy requires you 3 monsters with different names. You must use one from your hand and one from your field, minimum 1 each. All right? But, so if you use 2 from your hand, 1 from the field, you get to draw 2, pop 1. And if you use 1 from your hand and 2 from the field, you get to draw 1, pop 2. And it's any cards on the field. And you could chain block it. If you have the other card, they can't respond to it. It's just, you activate, if you have the Schism, Branded in Red, you wait for them to pull out 2 cards, you go cool, activate, draw 1, pop 2, cool. And then if they try to special summon else, you just go cool, Schism, make 1 dough, you're done. And I'm killing you next turn. And then, of course, the one Intis to finish out your fusion monsters. You can cut the Dragoon if you don't want to do it and just rock Predaplant. Predaplant's fine, but you technically don't need it. So.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah, well, Predaplant, no, the Link monster, Predaplant Verte Anaconda, because Predaplant can also copy branded fusion. But next video is the combo video, and I'm going to show y'all some pretty nasty combos.
Nice. Well, I'm looking forward to that.